What up? What up? What up?
What's going on?
What is happening with you?
Good. Just a day in the
So,
life.
so we have a new guest this week. This guest is Don from IT, the IT dude.
Don the IT dude.
Hey, I mean, you've probably been called worse.
I've been
So,
called Dr. Don, all kinds of other weird names.
Dr. Don, I don't know if I want to know.
That was one customer. It
I,
was
you
I
know
got
what?
made fun of at the office.
Hey, everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party. So,
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to know or not, but so we got Don on here. He is a IT person. I actually met him through working on some file transfers and stuff on my computer, which the new setup, I will be doing a BTS sometime soon. But until then, so what's up, Don? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Not much. I'm 38, almost 39, birthday in a couple weeks.
Like
I work
long walks on
IT.
the beach, like
Like long walks on the beach. I like dogs. I'm
dogs are
down to
good.
earth. No, but no. I mean, I'm just a regular guy. I like games and stuff, but IT is my day job. Just more like regular person IT. I guess there's different kinds. You could do like corporate, like server infrastructure IT,
Hmm.
enterprise stuff. I just do more like day to day, everyday Joe IT most of the time.
What got you into that?
Um, I mean, circumstance specifically, but more like roundabout. I'd been on computers since I was in diapers in the 80s, standing on my dad's computer chair because into he did computer graphics and stuff in the 80s for like local cable access and stuff.
Oh,
They
really?
had their like little like, wiper graphics and stuff. So my dad
Yeah,
did
yeah.
some of that. But his day job, which he just retired recently, um, was like machining, like making like machinist shop. So he's always doing 3D models in Mastercam and SolidWorks and stuff, and cutting them out on the
Oh, word.
machine.
Okay.
So for decades, he's been talking about 3D printing. About because in his industry, it did take over stuff. I know you do some 3D printing,
Yeah, yeah.
but there was the more industrial one. They wanted to sell you the machine. You had to buy all the stuff from them. So it was very expensive for a small little like couple man operation like him.
Right,
And
right.
but it was the same kind of thing because he would make aluminum molds that cast wax molds that you cast more plastery molds out of, and
Mhm.
then you cast the actual metal in, and you could 3D print the plaster mold, which just completely negated his part of the job. So it's part of why I never went into that. So I kind of just did my own thing, went to school and stuff. Um,
Do you have a degree?
worked. No, I don't. I went to college for a little bit, but no, I don't have a degree through
Okay.
many many life circumstances. Things didn't work out.
Oh,
But
it's not for everybody. Doesn't matter.
no, but it was good though. My dad, part of the reason he didn't want me going into his business is because he saw the writing on the wall
Mhm.
that like his stuff is more niche these days, which he's not totally wrong. It's not gone, but it's less common for littler things.
Yeah.
Because tooling's expensive, as anybody who's produced anything knows.
Yeah, it's definitely
Um,
expensive.
yeah. So I didn't go into that. I just did normal like random jobs, worked at different places, and then I landed like a corporate job, just like doing like first managing the mailroom and then like moving on to just like general corporate office thing for 12 years or so. And
Mhm.
then after that, like right before the pandemic, I got laid off. And then an opportunity presented itself for me to move to Minnesota because I grew up in Southern California, but I moved in. A friend owned a duplex there. I did a thing for a few years during the pandemic with him where I didn't have to work, but I managed the two units as kind of like the superintendent in
Right.
exchange for rent. So that was a cool thing. After that, I came back, and my friend, this is I promise leading to my job. My friend who met online, funny enough, in Minnesota, I met him online. Came back to move to Arizona. Come to find out he lives like down the street from where like I live here. And even though the job I have now is a work from home IT job, that's where he worked and he referred me. They were hiring at the time, thankfully. And I applied and I don't know. Rest is history, I guess. It's only been a few years, but I've worked on computers my whole life, like I said, since I was in diapers, built all my own computers, When I had a corporate job, I was like the IT person.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I would come over to set up everybody's like terminals and computers, and then he'd just be like, "You're good, right? Like, here's like the info. Like, I'm just gonna move on to someone else. Um, Let me set up my own stuff because I know what I'm doing." So yeah, and then it turned into I just know it. So it's kind of this weird thing. I equate it to some people like I'm like someone who worked on cars their whole life but never had a job as a mechanic, and then decades later, a mechanic job presented itself, and
I still work on cars sometimes, so I get it.
no, it's totally the same. So I never did it as a job, but I've done it for decades, my whole life. You know, started on an Amiga computer.
Oh God,
Uh,
was it
I was
what 386, 46?
something like that. I know my dad had gotten it after his Commodore that he had before.
So I remember you used
Um,
to be able to like scratch with the like a pencil, and that would put it in turbo mode because you basically
oh,
did a jumper on the board.
yeah, you could totally, yeah, you could do stuff like that. Oh man, I joke sometimes I miss my turbo button on
Mm-hmm.
my computer.
The turbo button, and everybody used to
Yeah.
leave it like pushed in because it's like, oh, this
Yep.
is shit.
I don't
Like,
know if
no,
people
it's
know what the
designed to do
turbo
that.
button even is, like about
Now, no.
like clock speed and stuff, like these days.
Well, yeah, it
But
was the turbo button was still not even an eighth of what a phone is.
Mhm. No.
It,
I
it
feel like
was
when most people these days, if they've ever used a turbo button, by the time they used it, it probably was pretty unnecessary for everything they were doing. And it was just the funny hee hee ha ha make computer go fast button.
but that
Um,
was that was how x86 got its start.
Yep.
That was way before ARM.
They're trying to move to ARM now.
Well, they
Yeah.
are moving to ARM.
Well,
Somewhat.
yeah.
It depends on what the purpose is.
Mhm.
But that ARM is happening. Which
Yep. That's what I tell people. I'm like, when this was like a year or two ago when they first were advertising like the Copilot Plus PCs and like all
Mhm.
that stuff on ARM. And people were asking me who like know nothing. They're like, my son says I should switch to Linux or something like that. And I'm just like, it's like a bad idea for you. You can't even click a mouse.
It
Like,
depends on
you
the
should be on a
person.
Linux. But yeah, no, that particular person, I wouldn't recommend it for them.
Right.
But I was talking about computers and they were talking about their programs, and I know like some of our tools at work don't
Mhm.
work on ARM. Though these days it's very few. It just took a little bit for the support to get trickled out. But
So, as far as your job, because we kind of skipped over a bunch of shit when we just started talking like
oh
straight
yeah.
computer, what do you actually do, like for the people that are either watching now or may watch later?
Quite literally, it's like if your mom or grandma or you or anybody just had a problem on their computer, they can't open their email, they got a blue screen, they don't know what to do, they Googled something about how to make their computer better and now won't turn on, something like that, which is common. I asked ChatGPT and it told me to do blah 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 blah. That's yeah, won't go on a tangent about AI in the hands of paranoid people. It gets places.
Yeah,
But,
it does. I mean, AI. First of all, AI is nothing but fuzzy logic with a brand new name, for the
Mhm.
most part. And
I
then
just-
there's
it's more,
neural
yeah.
processing units, but
Oh no, it's just like a super, super, super complex predictor.
yeah, pretty much.
It doesn't
It looks
know
like
anything.
this. If you look at it, it looks like this.
Oh yeah, no, I
If
see.
this, then
all
that,
all the
and
nodes, like the trillions of connections and stuff. Yeah.
yep.
And that's why when they say like, they're like, oh, we don't know what the code's doing, and people don't understand, or like, how could you not know the code? And it's like, if you knew a little bit about how it worked and like all the trillions of connections that it's just like
Right.
making all the time, like you can't really keep up with that. I mean, part of the point of AI is that it kind of like stuff materializes sort of out of the massive amount of data they have to feed it.
Yo, what's up? Going rounds. If you're still in here, I'm looking at the chat, but
Oh, you're good, man.
that's one of the
Hold on.
homies. I did his interview last night, the one you saw. When I
Oh
was
yeah,
native.
I was watching the MMA guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching him earlier. I tried not to step on friends and folks because they have certain times, and I mean I could do it. It's completely different, but that's just
Oh,
how
I
how
know
roll.
that.
There he
There's
is.
a strong good urge to not stream at the same time as your
Well,
friend.
especially for people I know personally. Other
Mhm.
people, fuck them.
Mhm.
He said, "Good. It's a good tool for some things, but depending on what you're using it for, which model you think it could be bad." Yep. What up? I'm
Mhm.
here. and interested.
But
Okay,
yeah,
cool, cool.
as
Appreciate it.
far as my job, so yeah, if anybody has a problem on the computer, and I'm just talking to an everyday person, and they don't know who to call, they might call like Best Buy, like the Geek Squad.
The
I guess that's
bullshit
like,
squad.
yeah, that's pretty close to what I do, except hopefully a lot better.
I've worked with you. That's how I met you. Was
Yeah.
doing the transfer to the
Mhm.
new setup. Which, if you guys want to see behind the scenes, coming soon. But this new setup, yeah, for some of the transfers, my files weren't associating and stuff like that. I probably could have done it, but he did it faster. So why not?
Oh, you totally could have done it. Yeah, like we talked about plenty
Yeah.
of times. You're probably one of the more advanced customers we had, and I'm glad we could save you some time.
Yeah,
But,
that's what it was.
It wasn't a knowledge thing. It was a time. And I say that all the time. I'm like, I know how to change my oil. I know how to change my brake pads. I know how to change a lot of basic stuff on a car. I've done it before, but I'm not going to do it if I can pay someone $100 or $50 to do
Well,
it.
not only that,
I know.
it's hard to warranty yourself.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
fucked it up, I can call you back. Bitch, this is wrong. If I fucked it
yeah.
up, I'm just gonna sit here in tears with thousands of dollars worth of equipment that's not working correctly.
Yep. No.
And then I gotta figure it out.
We'll help you out there. I know one time I know even my company, someone messed up someone's Windows license somehow, and we had to like get a new one. I don't remember how it happened, but it was a long chain of bad events and a newer person who had never done this before. Because if you click a couple of the wrong things, you might, break
I
a
mean, if
person's
you're deep
computer.
enough in it, but damn, that
I
takes.
forget what he was doing. I think he was like reinstalling the operating system and then like didn't realize like the kind they had. I will say I don't know the details, but I remember the
It was
company like just
some-
providing a new key because, like you said, it's sort of like a warranty thing. Game does for help. You kind of broke it, kind of a thing. So, yeah, I don't like to be responsible for other people's breaking. That's why I triple and quadruple check other people's
And
files
that's
while
why I
moving
hire someone
around.
else for certain things. I know I could do it, but
Yeah.
if I get it wrong, then what?
Yeah.
Then I'm sitting on that
Well-
couch, scratching what's left of my head, and just going over
But
it.
what I do day to day is like, what rolls into the mechanic shop day to day. You're gonna get a lot of common stuff, a lot of oil changes, a lot of tire rotations.
Yep.
But you're gonna get the occasional fuel pump, the occasional transmission, the occasional some
Your
video
car.
the other day. So yeah, my car that doesn't run. Someone drained their transmission fluid thinking it was the oil and then ran their car with no transmission fluid.
Damn. I don't know why I don't shift.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, we have the computer equivalent of that. So like whatever rolls in that day. But the good thing about us is it's remote.
Yeah.
So nobody has to leave their house,
Yep.
and I was actually even beta testing something at work to make it a little bit easier for us to connect. Because we try to like walk that line of making it easy for people to connect to us, for us to help them, and not just leaving a remote connection open on their computer all the time, which is just super shady and terrible.
Yeah. Port 86
so,
or whatever
yeah.
it is. Yeah.
We got it down to the one I was testing today. It's just like 2 clicks. And the best part is I can make something pop up on their computer before they do anything, because that's always the hard part. When you've got someone who only looks at Facebook, their email, and Mahjong, and that's like all they use their computer for.
Yeah.
Getting them to
not-
find the icon of all the overlapping icons on the desk.
Right,
They've got like stacks of 10 icons. You can't even read them. Getting them to click an icon is a chore sometimes. So if I can just make something pop up, they still have to click OK and I agree and stuff like on the terms.
Right. Well,
But
you're
if I can
supposed to.
initiate it on their end, it saves so much work.
So
I
going
spent
around said,
An hour connected.
do you have issues with people not wanting to allow remote access? So like, I didn't even want to allow you, but I was also watching everything you did. But for
totally.
the general public, for lack of a better term, do you have problems with that?
Not a lot, and I feel like I should have more because, like I tell people, like as much as I hate like McAfee or something, when I'm guiding them to our website and McAfee Web Advisor's like, "Hey, this website lets people control your computer," I tell people, I'm like, "That's an accurate thing. Like as much as I hate McAfee, like that's a factual thing. This lets me control your computer."
Yep.
And I say like, as long as you trust me and stuff, and I do feel like people hand out their PIN numbers and stuff to me way more willy-nilly.
I think that a lot of your crowd, just from what I've seen, is older folks. The same ones that might fall for, oh, we did that. I'm going to send this guy a gift card in Dubai. That's what I see. I don't know any other way to word that. But
So I find I'm more often talking them out of something being a scam or out of their tinfoil hat kind of a thinking than I am trying to like get them to trust me. It's weird to me for new people. I wouldn't be that way. Like you
Mhm.
said, I'd be more hesitant.
right.
That being
But
said,
you
it
have
makes
a
sense
different
for
knowledge of
people.
it.
Yeah, and the good thing about us is because we have been around for like 20 years.
Right.
So we're not like a brand new company. We have customers who have been with us for 20 years because we're a monthly membership. You pay monthly and then you just call in when you need help. Like there's no other cost after that. Like the time, there's no limit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, obviously, if we're spending, you know, when someone comes to us like they did the other day, 5 days after we clean their computer, asking for us to clean their computer, like the supervisor adds a note and find out why the heck they're coming
Yeah,
back. Like
they
5
did
days
something
later.
wrong.
Like, did we? Because that's like bad work on us. And I even looked at the notes and I'm like, I don't know, it looks pretty thorough to me.
Right.
And I talked with them and thankfully it was just like a totally unrelated thing.
Right.
I don't know if anybody's experienced this that's watching or you, but
Well,
like a recent.
there's actually another question that I'll get to in a minute.
Oh.
It's in the chat.
Yeah. They freak out by me being able to initiate it.
Yep.
Not really. It's so weird, and it makes sense now that having worked in the industry. But they get more upset that like I won't let them take the mouse, like they grab it back from me, kind of a thing. Like they're cool with me being there,
Really?
but they're like they want to show me something. And I equate it to like, you know, you got a mechanic and they're just like grabbing the wrench out of your hand constantly while you're trying to work.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. No, it is really weird that I don't run into as much resistance. That being said, I bet sales is good at explaining that it's remote.
You'd be surprised.
They're not good at explaining the service like overall,
Well,
but that they don't need to leave the house and that will be on the computer.
right. And a lot of
like
people
that
are
part.
comfortable with that. I was comfortable with that.
Yeah.
But like my
So,
mom should probably be like, oh, okay. Because I'm thinking about most of your clientele is not us.
it's
Like I told you
bad,
when I
yeah.
talked to you, I was like, hey, I did this, and this. This is what I need. This is what I've done. But a lot of folks wouldn't necessarily be in that situation.
No, like you and I talked, like I could ask you, hey, when you did this, do you remember this happening?
Right.
As opposed to most members, they're like, I can't even ask them if they restarted or if they whatever. I
Right.
just ask them to explain, and I don't give them a lot of questions at first. I just let them just word vomit.
Well, the
And-
thing is, a lot of people
Yeah.
telling themselves too. Well, I clicked this button and this happened. Well, why are you surprised?
No, yeah, and it's funny too. Like when we're on people's phones, and I can see what they're doing. I can't control their phone, but I can see what they're doing.
Right.
And they keep telling me, see, it keeps doing that, and I just see them tapping random things like they're
Yeah.
doing it.
Yeah.
Same thing on the computer. And then that's part of my job too, is often explaining what's even happening. Half of it is fixing things. Half of it is getting them to understand like why something happened. Someone freaked out why it didn't ask him for a password, and I had to show them like they had a passkey set up. It did Face ID on the phone, like to bypass the password. So
From what I have seen, a lot of the stuff is self-induced. The people's issues, a lot of it is self-induced. Because everybody is so like going rounds right now. My homie, oh, he just said something else. Is it better for a customer to have a lot of details and kind of go over, explain the issues, or is it better to just give short answers and exact questions you have? That's a
Yes,
good question,
and-
actually. That's
yeah,
a really
it
good
is.
question.
and it is yes and no. It depends. So when I start the call and I just say, so what happened? Like
Mhm.
that's a good like give me a million details thing. And some people even apologize as they're going, like, sorry, I don't know if this is relevant, whatever kind of a thing. Some people, it does get bad when you know they're giving details that are completely irrelevant. Like they had a power outage and now their printer's just having a tough time communicating on the network, and that's their only issue. And they
Right.
start telling me about their email and that they were like changing something and they ordered something on Amazon and now this thing's happening, and I
And my
might
cat
interrupt
did
them.
this, and my dog jumped off
Yeah.
the cliff.
That
and-
might be a time, but I will say 99.9% of the time it's helpful that they tell me a bunch of stuff.
so it is
now-
helpful.
It is, except like he said, when there's questions that I have,
Okay.
I try my best to phrase everything into an A, B, yes, no question.
Okay.
I give two options and like, did it do this or this? Or when you did this, what happened? You know, that might be a little more broad, but I try to be like, did this occur when this happened? Was this blue? Was this this?
Okay.
And
How
it's
does that
very
answer go?
helpful. It's helpful if they tell me just what I answer and don't
Okay.
add anymore.
Okay.
But a lot of people, I would say way more than half of people, give me a very roundabout answer.
So how often do you have someone that's got some kind of experience? Like, hey, this is what I did. This is where I'm at. I'm not saying me per se, but I'm saying in general, like,
Mhm.
I just need this, that, or the third. You know, what?
Yeah. Unfortunately, like I would say most of the time, like if of course you're like one of the most, if not the most skilled customer I've ever had. So I mean that
Well,
says that.
that's
Yeah.
completely different. Like, my
Yeah,
degree is
but
electronics engineering, but
yeah.
that's
So
not
what I
normal.
have is people who used to know a lot about computers, but in the last 15, 10 years, you
Yeah.
get a lot of like, I was an aerospace engineer, or like I worked at this company kind of a thing. Like people who worked on computers in the 80s, the 90s, even when it was
Okay.
still like
I mean, I
modern
did,
computers.
but that's it's
Yeah. Like
drastically
70s
different.
and 80s computers, that's a whole different ball game than like
Yeah.
90s, 2000s. But they like retired in like 2002 or something. And they
Okay.
haven't really used computers much, and it's been a few decades. And things are just confusing, and they probably could figure it out, but they do kind of fall in your boat of like, I'd rather just pay someone. Like I pay you guys $30 or $40 a month, and they
More than
call
that.
us like, yeah. Oh no, I meant for like the low end. That's the value, like
Oh.
budget.
Oh, I got you.
The only difference for us as far as like the cost and like your like priority, like I guess that is the only difference. The cost is the priority. So there's like people who pay like $75 a month, and like they're guaranteed a callback in like X amount of time, and they
Yeah.
can even like request a refund.
Yeah, it's like
if
a
they don't
enterprise type
get that.
customer.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And those ones are often the like quick 10-minute calls. It's
Because they
someone
already
who-
did XYZ.
Yeah, they're in the middle of it right now,
Yeah,
and they need you to fix it, and then they just move on with their day.
I get that.
And then there's the people who don't mind waiting. It's a couple of days. Yeah, to answer your question directly, of people who like their knowledge and how much they can do, I would say it's rare even amongst people who are gamers. You'll get people who like they bought a pre-built PC, they play games, they don't know what they're doing. Like we have to walk them through flashing a BIOS, which that's fine,
A lot of people
but
don't
like that's their level.
even know
Yeah.
what BIOS is.
Yeah. I get frustrated all the time that as much as I don't like HP and Dell and whatever for various things, they're fine.
Yeah,
But
the
like
billionaires
they have their
in
issues.
Texas.
The one thing they have going for them is every system update is like in the operating system. You can be in Windows and update your BIOS and hit like update BIOS now.
So going around says, do you take into consideration the fact that someone knows how their system works and acts in a certain scenario, because they have some knowledge into the system? Do you kind of just ignore that and get directly to their problem?
So I
Actually,
feel
that's a
like
great question.
yeah, and this actually speaks a little bit to the difference with our company. I would imagine if you worked at Geek Squad or something, you're very like you stick to a script, sort of like you're supposed to check this kind of a thing.
Flipbook.
We have, other than a few checklists for certain things, like a new computer or a whatever, like here's the certain like software we install. It's very just open-ended, and it's up to the technician to kind of like figure it out. Like we have, standards and stuff, but like there's no playbook to go by. And so I do take into account that person. And I do, because we don't just fix their computer. We'll help on their phone, we'll help them on their tablet, their printer.
Oh, well, isn't that a
You
separate
guys,
service, or you
Chevy-
just do it?
No, that's just part of it. The only thing that costs extra is a new computer. We can only do one computer. So like a Surface laptop counts as a computer.
Yeah.
A Chromebook, though we have a discounted sub for that, does count as a computer. It's like a $20.
Yeah, Chromebook
like a
is just
Chromebook. Chromebook is an advanced Android phone. That's all it is. It's an
literally.
Android phone with a keyboard attached to it.
yeah,
So,
literally. It's
yeah.
all cloud based.
Yeah. So if you have a different computer, yeah, that'll cost. But the things around your computer, your phone, your tablet, your printer, your TV,
So if I said right now I need help with my email on this phone,
yeah, that's
that would
part
be
of it. Yeah.
included.
Yeah.
What?
And for email, usually it's going to be something simple. Like I will say 70% of the time we're just deleting the email account and re-adding it because there's some
Some
screwy server, and you
No,
don't
speak
know
your
what it
mind.
is.
Like this is not like
Oh
Disney.
yeah, no, but like sometimes I feel like sometimes I don't experience this a lot in my job, but I might see people online want to know why we might ask people to do something they've already done or that they say they're done.
Mhm.
Sometimes it is because they just didn't do it right. Like
Right.
I just do not ask people if they restarted the computer. I
That
can check
part.
in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
I don't need to ask them. And so
Right.
I just check and I'll say like, oh, it looks like the computer hasn't been restarted for 18 days or something like that.
Right.
And like their printer's the only thing. It's kind of like it prints sometimes, but not every time. That's a very like computer's just been running too long kind of a problem, and you just restart, you're good.
Right.
But sometimes it is genuinely because we made a change and now it's going to behave differently when we do that same thing. I tell people that too, and they'll be like, oh no, like we don't need to go click that because I already checked all that. And I'm like, well, I've made changes now, it's gonna behave different.
Right.
Kind of a thing.
Like we transferred 1,000 files. I might need to
Yeah.
restart.
I to more to answer like directly with how I do it, I am a very like chatty, I want to fix all your problems kind of a person, because thankfully at our job I'm not held to a quota.
Mhm.
Like I am expected to do like 8 to 10 tickets a day,
Okay.
but in an 8-hour day. But like I don't have anybody breathing over my shoulder. Yeah, if I'm like idle for 20 minutes, I'll get a message from my supervisor be like, you there, dude?
Right.
But like that's about it.
You in the bathroom?
Yeah, exactly. So we have a pretty like small business atmosphere, and anybody who has worked both small business and corporate jobs knows the difference. There's pros and cons.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, there's pros and cons. Because it's nice knowing a little bit more of the attitude and environment you're going to expect in a corporate environment.
Mhm.
Whereas people go a little more rogue in a small business because they speak their mind more
Oh,
often.
they got freedom.
Exactly. I mean, yeah, our group chat, can be anywhere from sort of scolding the team, you guys
Mhm.
aren't checking this kind of a thing,
Mhm.
to they've been talking about Diablo 4 or like our phone system went down today or something like that. It's all kinds of random stuff, because the good thing about the company I work for is the same people founded it, run it currently. Like there's never been a changeover. It's the same people running it since day one. And they all were kind of like friends in real life. Like a lot of people who know small businesses, there's frequently friends in like the high level positions
So
because they're just the people who made the company.
here's a different question. Have you ever thought about doing it for yourself? Like, I don't know
thought
your
about it.
mindset, but like, hey, I want to run this company, XYZ company, that either we come to you or we remote into you or whatever. I know the software is proprietary, but there's a bazillion different ways to log into someone's
Most
computer.
of what I do does not need any of the tools I have.
Yeah,
Like the only tool that I sort of like use that I need is like my dog.
you can let him
The
out.
only No, he's just he wants attention. I know.
Yeah, but
the-
he's gonna get vocal. There he is. I see a taily bone.
Hey.
It's all good. I love dogs. My
the
dog is
only
the only thing holding him back is a baby gate right now.
yeah. Boy.
Oh my
Big baby.
god! Well, I never just picked him up like that. But hi, puppers.
But now what were we talking about?
Squirrel.
The
About if you ever thought about branching out on your own. Doing your own
one thing that makes me worry a lot is like insurance. If you're
Yeah, I get that.
is like, if you work construction for someone, hopefully if they're above board, they've got like insurance, like workman's comp kind of stuff
Should be.
going on. They should. But if you go by yourself, you need to cover that somehow. You might be liable for something.
But you're also pocketing a lot more of what. So
yeah.
let's say they charge me $80 a month.
Mhm.
and you get $20 an hour,
Mhm.
all of that would go to you for every client.
Oh yeah, and it'd be more hourly. And anytime I see those
Well, I
videos
don't look at
online,
hourly. I look at like the overall the ROI, return on investment.
oh yeah, no, I was just talking about the amount of time I spent working on whatever problem. Um,
You would
so
basically be salary if you work for yourself.
mhm.
Have you ever
Anytime I
thought
see
about
those
doing that?
videos I have, whenever I see those videos of people like fixing phones or laptops like out of a van,
Mm-hmm.
like at someone's house, like
Mm-hmm.
they've got their own little shop. Um, I've thought about that because there's also a lot of times where I could do things way quicker if I could just be at their house. I
But
could
yeah,
do a lot more at someone's computer in 1 to 2 hours than I can in 4 hours over the phone, usually.
well, you're usually
So,
logged in though to their device, right?
oh no, if I can remote, yeah. But sometimes I need to walk people through things that I can't remote into.
Oh,
It's
okay,
in the BIOS or whatever.
okay,
And getting some people to go through a BIOS that requires keyboard only input can be a
right.
pain. Um,
And
yeah,
like DOS
walking
commands
someone
and
through
stuff like that.
flashing a BIOS, they've got an MSI motherboard. They don't have like a Dell or an HP or whatever.
Actually, I
And
think
they,
mine's MSI. Yeah, that is an MSI
yeah,
motherboard that we're on right
and
now.
that's the one pet peeve I have with all like uh higher end motherboards
Mm-hmm.
is it cannot be that hard to just make a program you run in Windows that just updates your BIOS.
It's not.
Like
It's the
it's not.
proprietary.
It's so insane to me. That's like one of my pet peeves because it causes a lot of extra work for us to try to get someone on their Acer
Yeah.
or their
Oh yeah,
Asus
that's yeah.
to update their BIOS because only like 30% of the time on an Acer will you be able to just do it in the system, maybe half the time.
Mm-hmm.
It depends which model you have. Whereas every HP, every Dell, everything, they've got like a one tool you can run that just checks for updates.
Yep.
Or you could just go to the website and download them yourselves, but you can just run them as an exe and
Yep.
it'll just restart the computer.
Download.exe, run,
Mhm.
click.
It's so crazy to me that
Instead of pressing
that's the thing.
F12 like 1,000
Yeah.
times or F10 or delete or
Mhm.
whatever the hell it is. Yep.
Oftentimes, instead of having people do that, I will just go ahead and restart the computer into that mode where they have to click like, BIOS, and then it takes them there. I see what Ground's saying.
Oh, this is a good question. A really good question. Because I thought about wrapping it up in a minute, but so going around says, do you do other stuff, streaming, content creation, or podcasting, etc.? Because you have the mic and stuff. Which
Yep.
I just started to ask you last night, actually, when we were
Yeah.
doing the first test.
That's actually me in chat there, Fish Mage there. That's my YouTube channel. I normally actually do stream kind of like VTuber stuff, which some people may not know about. It's essentially no face cam. You've got a character or some other thing. It's not no face entirely, it's just not your face. It's a cartoon
AI
face or
face.
something like that. Yeah, AI face if you want. I also make music, I paint. As far as streaming, I do some streaming. Some of it's for work, of course, because I've got like the mic arm. It's just convenient to be able to be on a call and just go like, because I don't want a mic in front of my face while I'm working.
He
But,
said, makes sense now. Saw you in the chat last night. Yeah, I did see him too. I
Mhm.
thought it was him, but I wasn't 100%.
yeah, no. So that's me. You can check out my Twitch. It's Fish Mage as well.
I'll check it out.
My-
I just created Twitch. Like, I'm not, that's a whole different ball game. The
My
bits
Twitch
and all that
account,
bullshit.
it was like I think I made that account like 8 years ago or something like that.
I
Um,
just started looking at it. And I started
It
looking
was
at it
it was
I
when Twitch
doing
was
something else.
newer. Yeah, so I mean, it's not like up everybody's alley, but it's kind of like this kind of vibe too. Like I don't play a character or anything. I'm not about that. I'm just me. Like I just talk like this, and
Yeah, it's just not your
I'll be
face.
I'll be smoking weed, whatever, cursing. Like I don't care. It's not like family friendly shit. So
Shit.
but yeah, I do want to make more music and streaming. That's what I'm trying
He
to get
said he's
into.
been watching Twitch, watching some more streaming on Twitch. And if you don't know, his daughter, Tenet Trin, he can put how it's spelled in there, but she's a Twitch streamer as well.
Well, there you go. Yeah, I'll be honest. Like, I know more about like the Twitch space than YouTube streaming, and Twitch chat is a whole different beast than YouTube
It is. It
streaming
is, because I
chat.
see these little things popping up and shit. I'm like,
It's
I
a
can learn it,
completely
but
different feel.
I don't know if I want to try and do both, or I mean, I could dual stream, but the way it works and the way you interact is entirely different.
Yeah, there's, people could have like different phones, an Android or an iPhone. Like,
Right.
yeah, they're different and at a lot of levels, but like if you could function on one if you've only used the other, like it has basic features, you'd figure it out
Yep.
as
He
you
was like, no
go.
doubt they have their own language.
I feel like, yeah, no, Twitch is a whole different language, and I'm more used to that. And I'll be honest, it's fun because
I see how
it's
it could be.
it's nice when you're with for me, I will say I really only watch streams of people that I'm like friends with.
Yeah.
So it feels like I'm hanging out with my friends.
Right. Well, that's
Like,
what the
yeah,
IRL, right? The
exactly.
chat
Yeah.
in real life or whatever.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
started learning it, but it's entirely different. Like half the
You should
Twitch
do
streamers
it.
I've seen are not all polished and everything. Like some of them are sitting in a closet in the basement and they're playing a video game or they're talking to people. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Versus I'm sitting here with 4, 5 lights on and different cameras and angles. So I could see both angles. I'm like, oh. So
One nice thing about like any kind of streaming where you don't show your face is the lack of equipment you need. You suddenly need significantly less equipment and
yeah,
other things, and you don't have to care about so many things.
I get
It's
that.
just audio, really. It's like audio, and is your
Right.
streaming. Like audio treatment is really of the room. That's about like the
No,
best
I get
thing.
that. And I'm just like, oh, okay, I see this. But I'm a gear snob anyway. So I'm like, I'm
Uh,
going to use it. But if I can. So apparently you have to make affiliate to upload whatever.
yeah,
So I'm like, well,
yeah.
shit, I'll take some of my YouTube streams and just load them up there. Well, apparently not.
So affiliate, yeah. Go ahead and
Going
read that.
Round says, I've been into IRL streaming lately because I'm learning from some of the stuff they do. And yeah, same here.
Dude,
Learn
ask
from what
me
they do
anything
and say
about
sometimes.
Twitch too,
Me
whether
too.
it's an hour in the future. Because
Well, like
one
the
of my
overlays and
friends,
shit, that's entirely different too.
I would use the program Mix It Up. If you want
Mix it up.
customizability and not to be tied to a service,
Uh-huh.
Mix It Up. Just open source. It's free. It costs you a dime. I have it right here next to my OBS.
Oh, okay.
So
Mix
yeah,
it
look
up.
up the program Mix It Up. So
Okay.
there's lots of things like Streamlabs,
I
Stream
don't like
Elements,
Streamlabs. The free version dumbs you down to 720. I'm like, nah,
no.
I'm good.
Use regular OBS, but then what you do is you hook in Mix It Up to get every kind of alert you want, whether it's people, donate bits, which you can really think of a bit as like a penny. 100 bits is $1.
Okay.
So it's, sometimes I'll just like, they call it cheer when you do a bit.
Yeah,
So
I've
you
heard of
literally
that.
just type cheer 1 and it'll put like a 1 with a little triangle like in their chat.
I'm
And
about
they
to try
get that money. And the good thing about bits versus like a subscription, you
Mhm.
subscribe to a YouTube channel, it's like at best like a 50-50 split maybe, or a 70-30 maybe
yeah.
sometimes.
It's not even
If
that.
you're a higher end, you could get a better split. At like
Yeah,
70.
it's usually 30%.
So that's actually 50% at least for everybody. So like me as like a low end affiliate, like
No,
if
I
you
mean on
subscribe to
YouTube.
me,
Not,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah. But the I only get half of that, whereas like bits, I think you get like 75-80%. It's really just
I've
like
heard
processing
that.
keys and stuff.
Going
So,
around said thanks. He's gonna try it.
yeah, absolutely, man.
And I'm sure his
also-
daughter, Tenant Trent, she'll probably try it if she doesn't already know it.
Yeah, the good thing about bits too, funny enough, kind of related to like asking me if I did my own thing and I'm worried about insurance is like
Mm-hmm.
the biggest thing because I'm suddenly liable, even though it is way more lucrative.
Mm-hmm.
The bits are kind of a way to be able to donate, get a decent amount of money, but not have to worry about chargebacks. Because if
get that.
people donate you $100 on PayPal and then within 3 months they can like charge back, and
Mhm.
suddenly you owe 100 plus fees
Right.
on that kind of a thing, as opposed to bits, like they do a chargeback. It's like Twitch just eats it. Like
Ah.
it's nothing related to you.
Well, I mean, all them
So-
ads and shit, they don't eat it. Someone does, but they don't.
Oh yeah, no, and you should run ads actually too. Like
Yeah, I've
some
heard.
people don't.
So-
ads are the way you'd get some money.
I'm gonna start wrapping this thing up. But what else would you like people to know? Like when they talk to their, I don't want to say customer service. I don't know what you would call it, but
I feel
talk
like
to-
with any not just IT like support,
Mhm.
but with any rep you talk to, I mean they're a person and they're just going to be beholden to whatever company they work for. most of the people you talk to, unfortunately, are like forced to follow a script and they can't deviate whatsoever from it.
Yeah, that's
I'm
pretty
glad
obvious.
I'm on the opposite end of that.
Right.
But things you should know is just like, I mean, talk to them. You know, they don't have any power. You know, don't be angry at them. Thankfully, nobody's ever angry at me.
That you know of.
Be open. I mean, answer questions. It's a pretty. I feel like most of the time I have a pretty good relationship with whoever I'm talking to, and I like that we have on
Uh-oh.
those go way better.
Oh, you froze for a minute.
Oh no, is it back?
You're back.
Okay, sorry about that.
You're
I have my own tech
echoing
issues.
bad as hell though.
Is it better now?
It's the same. I don't think it's on my end. Anyway, keep going. I'm
Okay.
listening.
Oh yeah, no. The only thing I was just saying is I like that I don't have to stick to a script. I can talk to people. Once we've worked with them a few times, there is a relationship built, and it is more reasonable that they might share their pin with us or something like that.
Yeah.
In the way that if you had a local guy that you've known for many years, you might lend him a key to like your back fence or something to go
Mhm,
work on your
mhm.
yard or something, or the pool guy or whatever.
Okay, yeah. Actually, I
But
do
you
that.
are trusting that person. That's the other thing. You're trusting that person. When they get on your computer, they could do whatever the hell you can do. So
Yeah,
like,
but they could
you're
see
trusting them.
my naked butt cheeks.
yeah, don't
they want to.
put passwords.csv on your desktop unprotected. Like, that's just like a good rule in general.
Good to know. Good to know. Well, I appreciate your time.
Absolutely,
That's
man.
passwords.csv. I have seen that, and other people that have any ideas have probably seen it too. Going
Cool.
around said thanks for the honest and thorough answers. He appreciates it, and anybody that watches this later, they will definitely get something out of it. I got something out of it,
Yeah,
and
let me know.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty
I'll
fluent with it, but it's still different. It's different hearing it from someone that does it daily versus, I know it, but that's not my primary job. There's a big difference.
No, it's totally. I love it. I'll be around again if you want. Sometime. We'll do
Yeah,
this
yeah,
again.
we can work on some stuff. Like I need to switch the computer that used to be in here. I need to switch that to my other studio. So, we'll talk about that outside of here. So I don't know if there's anybody you want to thank, hug, love, mom, dad, doggo. I don't even know what the dog is.
Everybody thank my dog Fenris. He's laying right here. He's
Oh,
so
now he
sad
chilled
that I'm
out
not running.
because he was
He's
talking
gonna be
earlier.
so happy. Oh yeah, he's just laying on his back. No, just thank you, man. Just thanks for being chill.
Cool,
And thanks, Ground as well.
Going
Going-
rounds? Yeah,
going-
yeah, thank you.
going
I
rounds,
mean,
yeah.
he's the homie. Like, I learned a lot of shit off of him, but it's nice to, when it's paid back too.
Yeah. No, this is good. You guys got a chill thing going, so it's good to hang
That's
out.
the
Be
whole
part of
game
it.
plan. Like, some is more technical than others, but the concept
Mm-hmm.
is if we hook each other up in whatever way we can, then it costs a little
Absolute-
time. We already got the equipment. Like, you're
Yep.
sitting there with a glowing ass mic that looks like fucking mutagen from the Ninja Turtles. So,
Mutagen, I love that. Ninja Turtles mutagen. They call the ooze mutagen. I love
the
it.
ooze. But yeah,
But
no,
yeah,
I appreciate
man,
it.
anytime, and Twitch too, not just tech. If you ever have questions about Twitch, I got
Put
you there.
your Twitch thing in here before I close it.
There you go. It's twitch.tv/fishmage. Check that out.
Cool.
It's the same little guy as that profile picture.
Okay, cool. Because I have my chat replay turned on, so if someone watches
Sick.
it later, they'll be able to see it.
Yeah, thanks guys. It's been good.
And
Until we meet
appreciate you
again.
going rounds, and anybody else that's watching in the background, appreciate that. And we bid you adieu.